2 years, 5 years, but the contract should be on buyback. You can now come to conversations with the company and say, okay, I have a client that wants to do buyback and he wants to do it for 5 years period. So the company is now going to sit down, have a conversation with him, and then look for the best ROI that I can get within that period of time with a guarantee that we are going to buy it back from them. Now let me put a disclaimer to it. Most times, some clients don't even request for the return on investment. They request that the land should be kept. Now why am I saying this? Because when they see the value appreciation of the land, let's say if they are doing it in 18 months, and in 18 months they are getting 2.325 million naira, they will now say, oh, after 18 months they see that the land is now selling at 4 million naira. They can come to us and say, I don't want to sell it. I don't want you to buy it back from me. I want to keep the land. We also have that offer to allow them to keep the land. You understand? That's why it is a buyback. So in the buyback, there is a clause for you to keep the land or you sell it back to us. You understand? So land banking is somewhat different from this one. Land banking is that you are leaving it for a period of time to either develop that land because you're not ready to start development. Either you want to develop that land or you want to lease it or you want to live on it. You understand? So that's for land banking. Then there's another secret that some persons need to know that I would like us to also know today. When you are doing land banking investments, right? When you're doing land banking investments, there's a secret that you can actually tell your clients. They can buy the best way to get premium profit from the land banking investment is when you buy lands in acres. When you buy lands in acres, let's say you buy an acre of land. Let's use practical example now. What's the name? Sorry, no, what's the name? Eniola. Oh, Eniola, I know you. As you mentioned your name now, I remember very well. So Eniola, let's use you for example now. Let's say for example, you're buying 1 acre of land. That 1 acre of land, you've left it for 5 years. Development has come to the area. Now you have very good road network, estate facilities have gone up and things like that. That 1 acre that you bought it at, let's say, 12 million naira before. Now when development has come to that place, you now want to sell your land at, let's say, 50 million naira. How much profit is that?
That's like 30 million.
Huh? That's 38 million naira profit already, right? On 1 acre. On 1 acre of land. Now, you cannot say, instead of me to sell that acre of land at 50 million naira and just make only 38 million as profit, you can say, okay, from the acre of land that I have, let me sell 2 plots. Because if you bought an acre at 12 million naira before, then let's do the mathematics. How much would be 1 plot as at that time? 12 million divided by 6.
12 divided by 6,
that's 2 million. So as at that time, you bought 1 plot at 2 million naira. We are using example now. So now that your acre of land is selling at 50 million naira, how much would be 1 plot? 50 divided by 6. Let's open our calculators.
That is 8 million 330.
That's 8,330,000. So you've already made about 5 million naira plus. Was it 5?
No.
6 million.
6.3
million on per plot. So for you now as an individual, you can say, okay, let me sell 2 plots. If you are selling 2 plots that are selling at 6 million naira, you can use that money to now start development of the other plots that you have. And if you even want to be very smart, you can develop rental properties from the other plots that you have. Now, How did you get that money? You on your own, you didn't get your 50 million naira from the bank. What you had before was 12 million naira. The property appreciated in value. Now you can sell your property at the current selling value for the price that you have it to get more liquid than you were having before. Use that amount to fund the development of rental properties. Now, if you are doing rental properties, you are going to be getting a passive stream of income, right? That passive stream of income will be giving you money. If you are doing short-let apartments, it can be giving you money on a monthly basis. So these are insights, these are deep secrets that we might want to start exposing to our clients also. Because some of them, they just do land banking, buy it, leave it there, 10 years, they resell at that price. You understand? Use the money to do whatever they want to do. But if you give them this strategy, they will see another side to their land banking investment strategies. Now, if you even want to be wise, you can sell 2 plots. You can lease another 2 plots to a company for, let's say, 15 years. You are still the owner of that land, but you have gotten money from lease. You use it to develop on the remaining plots that you have. Is that any sense? That's a lot of sense, right? That's a lot of strategy. You want to ask the question?
Yes. I'm just like.
Okay. So those are like in-depth strategies that we want to start pitching to our clients for them to see another view of doing land banking investments. As again, just buying the land, keeping it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, and then when the value goes up, you now resell it. So these strategies are also key for us to educate our clients. Now, if a client knows, for example now, this information that I've just given to us, if a client meets me and I tell him this information, and he meets another realtor, and that realtor tells him, if you buy this land, you can resell it at 50 million naira in the future. Between these two persons, who do you think the client will want to do business with? You would want to do business with me, right? Because at least I was able to educate him more on what he can do with his 1 acre of land. You understand? So some persons, they say they want to do land banking, but they buy only 1 plot of land. With this strategy that I just explained, will you be able to get 100% from your land? Because the highest you can do is either you resell that land when it appreciates in value, or you lease the land. But then you may not get the leverage to do much more with your land that you are having. So I'm going to pause here while we take on with the next session of our training. I hope we've been able to get value from this. Thank you so much. Abby, we should turn it off. Okay. So I'll be welcoming our admin personnel, Selena, to take us on another breakout session before we welcome our facilitator for today.
Hello, so, welcome to today's session. I hope you're enjoying the training and everything.
Yes.
All right. So we are going to jump into. This is a kind of a break. So we are going to jump into just do one game or so before we now usher in the next speaker that we'll be having. So the game that we are going to be playing this afternoon, I don't know if you've come across it. I know you've come across it. The game, you cannot say yes, and you cannot say no. And at the same time, you must not nod to an answer. I don't know if you are following me. This is the rule of the game. You cannot say yes, you cannot say no to a question, and also you cannot nod. So that means you need to like figure out another way to answer the question. Thank you very much. So now I need 2 people to volunteer. Yeah. I don't know. I want to pick. Hi, Bright. I think I'll pick you as my volunteer number 1. And hi, Niola. Thank you. Can I pick you as my volunteer number 2? for the game? Alright, thank you so much. So I'm going to ask the two of you questions. And asking you questions, this is the rule of the game. No yes, no, and you don't have to know. That means you need to come up with a different answer to the question. So question number one, have you ever chased a client longer than you've chased your dream? I'm going to start with you, right?
Have I ever chased the client? No, when I chased my
You chased your dream, yes. Have you?
Do you want me to time this?
Remember, you don't have to take one longer than a minute. You need to answer immediately. Yes. Have you ever chased the client longer than you chased your dreams?
I haven't because
You need to give me a one word.
Straight answer.
Yes, the straight answer, one word, but no yes, no, and not. That's the rule of the game, or else you will be disqualified.
Right.
So, have you ever chased the client longer than you chased your dreams?
I'm not.
If not, how about you, Eniola? Have you ever chased a client longer than you've chased your dreams? He has not. So, all right. To the next, did the client ever tell you, "I'll get back to you," and disappear like air?
Yes.
Okay, so Eniola is still standing. Who else is going to be coming up as another volunteer? I'm going to pick both. Okay, Miss Dami. All right. So Eniola, I'm going to take you and refer the question back to you. Did the client ever tell you, "I will get back to you," and disappear like an egg?
Sometimes it's happened like that.
Sometimes. Miss Dami? I have. She has. Okay, question number 3. Is your bank account currently smiling because of your real estate hustle?
It's not smiling.
It's not smiling. How are you?
It's fine.
It's smiling. Number 4. Have you ever posted a property online just to make it look like you are busy?
I've done that.
She has done that. How about you?
Just to have a productive week.
A straight answer. Give us. We don't need just give us it's a one word. No yes, no, but just we need to answer the question. Have you ever posted a property online just to make it look like you are busy?
To get the target audience sometimes.
You are disqualified. Okay, yes. He said to get it. He's giving me a wrong answer. So Miss Dami is still standing, and someone should please volunteer.
Who is next?
Okay, let's get it.
All right. This one want to sweet me up. Okay,
You
Miss
need a timer.
Ebdo, please can you give me a 1 minute time?
So,
Stop.
You say what
Yes.
you competitor now, we are looking for time.
Thank
Who
you.
says I am?
Okay, time.
So it says 1 minute.
Mm.
It's not visible to.
1 minute is 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm not good with this thing. Who knows that?
What's this? Stopwatch.
What is Zoya?
You know how to
Okay,
use
I have it
stopwatch?
now. Yes, it's on.
Okay.
So we cannot start.
We
Okay,
cannot
I
start
cannot
now.
start now.
I don't understand.
Okay, I've restarted. Are we starting now?
Once it's 30 minutes, just
Once she does the
uh,
question.
Okay.
speak. Okay. Now, Miss Dami and Daniel they are sitting on a hot seat. In a hot seat. So the question is, have you ever posted a property online just to make it look like you are busy?
I have.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you secretly pray your client doesn't ask, is it negotiable?
I've never.
Yeah, they are thinking already.
They are
So
thinking.
I answered you every time.
No, she has asked another
A
question.
yes or no is not allowed. You have to give me
I
a
said every
one-word
time.
answer.
Every time it's not yes. It's not no. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. I say every time.
okay.
Okay. Have you ever hyped a property that even you wouldn't live in?
Many times.
Why?
Okay.
That was a very smart question.
Have you ever won a native wear to the side just to win trust?
I have.
I have.
Do you keep at least 2 power bank because your phone is your real office?
Never.
I don't.
Will you take a full day off if you close 100 million deal today?
What continues?
I like Daniel's responses.
Have you ever danced inside after a client said, send me your account details?
So many times.
So many times. Okay, have you ever think twice before answering a client's question about a property flaws?
Many times.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you have a secret stash of negotiation tactics hidden up your sleeves?
I don't.
I improvise.
Have you ever pretended to know something about the property when you didn't really know?
Improvise.
Is your phone contact list filled with number you don't recognize?
I can't say.
Very much.
Have you ever celebrated a successful deal with a victory dance in your car?
Many times.
Just once.
Do you have a go-to phrase when a client asks if the property is a good investment?
No one
Sorry, can I finish the question?
Do you have a go-to phrase when a client asks if the property is a good investment?
None at all.
Have you ever talked
These
your
people
way
are very
out?
smart, though.
Now when she asks for time, man.
Have you ever talked your way out of a tricky situation with a client?
Many times.
I do.
Is your social media feed filled with property listing? Yes, we have a winner, we have a winner.
The one competitor put himself.
Thank you so much for engaging me.
Thank you.
I am still Selena Okorie. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that was actually a very nice and engaging one. We'll be moving on to the next session now, and it's going to be on digital. It's going to be on the digital space, and we are going to be having our one and only digital marketing expert. He has done a lot of great works for us at FIPS, and he has also helped our realtors to upskill when it comes to their online presence, running digital ads. When I mean digital ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and things like that. So he's the guru, the go-to person when it comes to things like that. So with a rounding ovation, with a clapping ovation, yes, please welcome Mr. Moses Adebayo.
Okay. Good. We are still in the morning.
Anyhow.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? Okay, so we are about to have a very mind-blowing session. And I would want to encourage us to participate, learn, get value, and have the mindset that what I'm getting here, I want to go and teach someone, so that it helps you to put more attention on what you're learning, and then have the mindset that you also want to put what you're learning to use, right? So, sorry, can I meet you? Yeah, the only one I've not met today.
My name is
Eniola, right? What do you do?
I'm in real estate.
You're into real estate. How many years now?
4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
That's massive.
It's good to have this.
So there's one more thing you want to do for me. I want you to come to the house. Yeah, so because I have some people I plan to attack, and I want to put you on my list. It's not for anything but so that whatever it is you learn, you'll be able to put it to good use. Okay? Yeah. So probably your auto manager will send you slides for this later, but I'll be this is just the banner, this is what we're talking about. You teach it from there, you get the slide later. Right? Okay, let's move on. So who has had this term before? Social selling. Who has had that term before?
Social selling, I have.
Okay. Who else? Anyone else? No. Okay. So, since we've not had that before, let me ask this. We all sell real estate, right? Can you tell me, straight answer, what have you done to sell real estate online this week. Today is Friday, but the week is already gone. So this week, sincerely, don't give me caricature. What have you done to sell property online?
I use my social media.
What did you do? I know you use your social media. Did you post? Did you chat? What did you do exactly?
Yes, chance, true WhatsApp, WhatsApp, Instagram.
You chatted someone on Instagram.
Yes.
You chatted someone on WhatsApp. And you posted two now this week. You posted 2 times this week. So where's there and midday? Monday, Tuesday, or it was just once you posted? Okay, well, we are getting there. Now the reason why I put us on that outfit is so that we can know are we actually doing what we are supposed to do to make sense. Now, so one thing I want us to get there is we are into the business of sales. Get our main job as a realtor is to sell. Any other thing you are doing, any other papayas that you are doing is to get you to that what? Sales. So it's even for me, I would even prefer that we introduce ourselves as, hi, my name is Moses, I sell real estate. Other, I'm a realtor, I get people to make good investment. Other one is just talking. Tell us straight, hi, my name is Moses, I sell real estate. Well, after you told me that you sell real estate, then you can now start telling me the rest, right? So at least it gives me that point of view, sharp. And I can always remember when I see you, I say, that real estate guy, right? But if you come and say, I'm an investment expert, I'm an investment this, that, blah, 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 you are bet you tomorrow, if I say, that's, what did you say you're doing, right? So let us be clear that that's what we do. And I want to also tell us something that probably we don't hear often, right? You're actually very important. Yes, you don't hear it often, but you're very, very important. Do you know why? Nothing happens without sales. No matter how big a brand is, no matter how recognized they are, if they are not making sales, they are not achieving anything. And you are that person that brings this success to the company. You are the person that brings this success to the team. Because of your sales, that business is a business. Because if they are not making sales, they are not in business. Right? So what you're doing is very important. But beyond that, I want you to understand that the reason why you want to be successful is actually because of you. You are the first person, the number one person that you need to prove to that I can be successful. Even I can be successful. You need to prove that to yourself. Beyond the fact that you feel like, okay, if I don't make the sales, even their company will go and all of that. But that one is a miracle. The main reason why you want to be successful is because of yourself. Because when you make sales, the commission you get will give you that life that you want, the lifestyle you want. You want to travel out, you want to buy cars, you want to build houses. And I can bet you, if these are your dreams, you are in the right place. real estate has boundaries. You can make shitload of money. You can print money with real estate. You understand? So most of the time when people say, okay, this is my aspiration, this is what I want to do, what I always want to look at is that space big enough for you to grow your wings and spread your wings? In real estate, you can start like this and you can become so big. And I tell you, there are a lot of people in this industry. Like as I told you guys, I've been in this space for a while. And the fact that the kind of job I do, I work with a lot of successful realtors and real estate companies, right? So I've seen a lot of people who have made crazy money. Crazy money. Even your realtor manager, don't say because it's packaged, he's a big man. You understand? So they are making shitload of money and you can do that, so right? So out of everything, always have this mindset that I'm doing this thing for me. I want to do this for me. I want to make this sales. And I'm going to do everything that I need to do to actually make these sales. So now, because of our time, let's just go to the main reason why we are here, the social selling, right? So what is social selling? I said social selling uses the trust built through friendly connections to sell products or services. It is no longer news that the world is in our palms. Everybody's on their socials. Everybody's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. Right? People are living online. People are staying online. So it will be a total like you shooting yourself in the leg if you don't find a way to optimize and use this social media space, this social space to the best of its capacity. And social selling takes place in social platforms, as I've mentioned, Facebook, Instagram, and the like. And now the reality of it is that your prospects are buying properties every day. Yeah. Your prospects are buying properties every day. But people buy properties from people they trust, from people they know, and from people they like. Right? So what did I say? Social selling is selling through trust and relationship. Those are the two major words. Social selling is selling through trust and relationship. People don't buy from people they do not know. Do you get? Who has made their first sale? No, you didn't through this one. You made a sale, either with this company or not. You close the sale this year. Okay. Most likely, probably somebody in your family space, not somebody you knew before. How did you meet the person?
One of my places this year was straight referral.
And let's say somebody like you kind of like went not from a referral, like a direct sales.
My friend.
Your friend. Now, even that your friend that bought from you, would not have bought from you if they did not see that you are serious about it. Do you know? So most people, their first sales always come from their family, their friends, their brothers, their sisters, and the likes. But one thing you will notice is they will not even tell you that they want to buy until they notice that you are taking that thing very serious. Like you post consistently, you are sending them messages and the likes. That is when they say, but this girl or this boy is actually taking this thing serious, right? And it goes the same way for other people. They want to see that you're taking that thing that you want to sell as your priority. They want to see that you are very strong on it. They already know you. They already trust you, right? But they now want to see the level of commitment that you have towards it for them to buy from you. But now let's talk about total strangers, right? You want to build a relationship with them. You want them to trust you, right? So how do you do that? Let's go. So as I said, as a salesperson, you should always be looking out to engage with users in some way or the other, right? The type of offer you have will determine the kind of people you are reaching out to. Don't ever fall into the trap that everybody fits into your target audience. You have to carve your market. In basic terms, buying and selling is a social activity, right? So I want us to also understand that, you see this, in Yoruba we call it karakata, buy and sell, is a social activity. If you understand that already, you will know that nobody will just see you out of the blue and buy from you. So if I know that nobody will see me out of the blue and buy from me, what do I need to do? I need to make myself more visible so that they can see me and know that yes, this thing why they do I carry am for head. Right? So once you carry am for head, that is what's called authority building. You are pushing out value, insight. They are seeing you as an authority in the field. But that does not solve it. But that is not everything. Now you need to start creating a rapport with these people. That is the relationship part of it. If you go to a date and you do not allow the other person to talk, you just at the end of the day, probably that person will block your number when they go. Right? So now you, as somebody wants to sell these things, you want to be busy. You are creating the content and the likes. You are not interacting with their own content. You are not commenting on their content. You are not liking their content. They will only see as you are almost seeming like a robot already. You just come, dish out content. That is not social selling. That is not creating like a social activity. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
We already established that selling is a social activity, right? So now, for you to make that sale, you need to make that social gathering seem like a social gathering, not like you just come, go, you just come, you post, you go, come, you post, you go, and you want to make sales. No. You need to start interacting on that platform. They need to know that you are there. You are not just coming here to draw content and go. Do you understand? So, what are the goals of social selling? Number one is to generate leads. Is that my point? One of the goals of social selling is to generate leads. So let me come back a bit. Most of the time when we talk about using digital platform or using social media to get sales, a lot of people always fall back to ads, advertising and all of that. Yes, it's true. When you run ads, it puts your offer in front of so many people. Do you get? But now, ads is expensive. That is the sincere truth. I'm an advertising expert. I run ads for different brands, different companies, and different individuals. And I'm telling you in fact, it is expensive. Especially when you want to get results from it. But you see social selling, it does not cost you any dime. Social selling only requires you having good offers and working smart. If you are willing to work 10 hours, you will get the result of that 10 hours. If you are willing to work 2 hours, you will get the result of that 2 hours. If you are willing to work 1 hour, you get the result of that 1 hour. There is no limit to what you can achieve with that social selling. It's just you putting yourself out there. Right? So, generating leads. How do you not generate leads? Anybody has an idea? I'm not running ads, but I want to generate leads through social media. What would you do?
Okay, posting with a good hashtag,
Okay.
joining community or let's say group chats. Yes, so then that's just
Yeah. I want to make sales through social media. I don't have money to run ads. How can I achieve this? I want to generate leads. Let's even sales now, how to generate leads.
Like you said, posting consistently and using a clear caption that resonates with what you're actually selling out there. So the people that are seeing what you're posting, they can really resonate with what you're actually posting and see the way by from you.
That's good. Thank you. Anyone else? No. Okay. So, as I said, the goal of social selling is one, to generate leads. Number two is to acquire new customers. So when you've generated those leads, you want to convert these leads to customers. Number three, upsell existing customers. So once you've gotten those customers, you want to upsell them. Either get them to give you referrals or probably buy new products from you. I'm sure you've heard this saying before. If someone has bought one from you, they can buy three from you. Your first sale is the most difficult sale. Once you make that first sale with that person and you treat the person well, they are very comfortable with you. They would even come to you before you go and ask that I had this new product. Once you post, they'll be like, I don't get another property owner. They say, how much? Which location it is? Have you come for inspection? Right? This is part of what the social activity that is related that you need to put into social, right? Now let us talk about the activities that you need to engage in to get those results. What are the results? Generate leads, acquire new customer, and upsell the new customer to get results, right? So what are the things you need to do? Number one, as you stated, post on your timeline. Post consistently. You need to post at least 3 to 4 times every week. We want to see you. Don't run for us. We love to see your face. You get. If you want to make sales online, if you want to make sales through social media, you need to post consistently. And now there is a problem that we need to solve. That problem is the problem of come on back. Imagine you have a friend, and every time that friend sees you, and just be Alpha, guy, please go to me. Alpha, guy, I never show up. Alpha, guy, I won't go see my babe. I need money. I mentioned that relationship cannot last 1 month. That friendship the second week now blocking.
It will crash before it even starts.
That the second week now blocking that person. So now, if every time you come online, what you say is, come and buy this property. I'm selling this property. 2 months to go. Closing soon. That is exactly what you are. That is how you are sounding in the year of that your prospect that you want to sell to. Come on back. Say the one way with them by wait to use and they feel like you are stuffing them. And the reality is nobody wants to be sold to. I want to buy it, not because you're asking me to buy it. I want to buy it because I feel like I need it. So what you are supposed to do is to make me need that property. I was in a movie of business, and then the guy said, I am here now. I'm standing, I'm teaching. What do you think I need? You understand? And the guy, people were offering him different. He said, no, I don't, you can't make me buy. Yeah, I'm standing teaching you. You asked me to buy a pen. What do I want to use the pen to do? I'm not writing on the board. I'm there standing teaching you. You asked me to buy a Coke or a drink. I don't need a drink. And then somebody just stood up and said, I will sell you my share. The man looked at it and said, yeah, that's smart. Because I've been standing for a while. I need a place to sit. Do you get it? Similarly, your prospects. Make them see the reason why they need. Like somebody now, he already has a property in Lekki, he already has the property on the when he has the property that didn't need yours. And you still want to sell another property to you. How do you make the person want that property? How do you make the person see the value in that property? Those are the questions you need to be answering in your head. Not let me just post. They must buy this property. You need to position yourself in a place of value, right? So we need to limit the come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy what I'm saying. Have you heard the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule says give value 80% of the time, sell 20% of the time. Do you understand? Give value 80% of the time, sell 20% of the time. And on what is a valuable conduct? Can anybody just give me who can tell me what is the valuable content? We post content that do you agree that the content we posting are valuable? Yes. You agree. So what is the valuable content? What makes you feel like this content is valuable?
So according to what you said,
Don't say it according to what you said.
I mean, I just want to let my so I also say like according to what you said about come and buy, that's very, very rampant now. I think all these prospects or clients now, they have not seen real estate as maybe GMD. Because GMD or
New life.
because the way we read us just approach anybody like this or this or so me, I normally say so real estate is right. You just have to know where you want to position yourself. So once you are attracting the clients, you know that okay, this is the value I want to give to the clients. So the client will also know that okay, this is the value I'm getting from you. So concerning the land banking investing, when I also started in my own real estate journey as a student agent, I started as a land banking investing. But along the way, and I realized that there is a lot of gap to fill in this real estate because once you help some people to buy a land bank investing, maybe after 2 years or 3 years, you see that they want to sell. And at the end of the day, they will be looking for the buyer to sell. Even though some of that property might even go on this real estate that I just want to sell this thing. So me, I was just thinking like that's why a lot of gap will now come in about introducing real estate management. I mean, I would not like to have stopped selling real estate and land banking business since 2023. So when I stopped selling land banking, I don't. So me, I focus on house and premium land. And this year, I've closed almost 300 million since for this company this year. I saw there are 5 units, 3-bedroom company in Loki. So I mean, international street. So me, I'm just thinking that there's a lot of gap to fill. There's a lot of like area in real estate. Some people are good in short place. If you are good in short place, let people see that this value you are getting. If you are good in land banking, some people are also good in land banking. Let people know that okay, when it comes to like your strength, this is where your strength lies. When it comes to other weakness, your weakness you can leverage on some other people to know okay, this is where we could use them to have their own strength. So real estate is right. Just play your own part and sell value to your client so that at the end of the day they will be able to once you close a sales with client and the client is happy, they will automatically be your sales engine. They will refer you. My client that I bought a 5 unit of electrical laptop, we found another client yesterday with good inspection for a house. So me, I just like I don't want to be selling land. So it's better I sell real estate house back for the client. So that then because the people you are selling for, they want to see the profits you are profiting. It's not just about 20 years. So there was a time I posted that some people that are buying land banking 20 years to this time or 30 years, they will not able to witness the profit themselves. Because the way the industry is now saturated, like once you see 20 million like this, everybody is going to a bush to go and they have already established their own company. So they will also be doing this thing. So just to know where you want to fit in so that But the real estate, when you will start it, it's going to be just keep pushing.
Okay, good. So, from what he said, he highlighted that he already carved his own niche, right? And I want to believe that now every content that you post out are about buildings, luxury properties, and then the cashback, right? The contents you are creating are in alignment with that. Yes.
But you did not answer the question.
Yeah, I know you did not. I know you did not really answer the question, right? So I will add clarity to it. Yes. So for you, what makes a content valuable?
For me, I just feel like what you are doing now, if this is not valuable to me, I will not be here.
Yeah.
A friend of mine that told me about this stuff, and I joined yesterday, and I said, okay, I want to be there. So I feel storytelling is a key, because people actually resonate with how did they go about this, how did they actually make that stuff, the story about that stuff. So me, if I run my content, in an educational way, maybe enlightening my clients or people out there on how the industry is, also, and still tell them about land banking, tell them about the documents, that kind of content, that kind of content I want, and that's what actually resonates with my people.
That's good.
Can I add to what you said?
Yeah.
I think what makes a post valuable is maybe when it solves the problem or answers the question in the mind of the people viewing it.
That's very good. Okay. So let's not forget what we are actually discussing. What we are discussing is how you can both engage in social circle. And the first point is what? Posting content consistently. And I said post at least 3 to 4 times a week. Let that be the least. Yes. Let that be the least. You can do, if you are capable, you can do 10 posts a week. If you are capable, you can do 15 posts a week. Right? There's not too much content. Abel was telling me that GTEx, what's the name of this one? Student post more than like 4 times every day. Yes. So if you are capable, run it. If you have a team that can help you on it. Now, so I said what makes a content valuable. What makes a content valuable is either the content is transformational, it is educational, or it is entertaining. I'll say it again. Either it's transformational, it is educational, or it is entertaining. When you say transformational content, it can be content about education, it can be content about the questions they have in their mind, right? If it is entertaining, it could be content that just make them feel relaxed. You see that most of these comedy content creators, they are making shitload of money on YouTube now. Why? Because people are already going through too much. People want to relax. So if you find a way to add entertainment to your own content as well, it will bring people to see your content. And as they are seeing your fun content, they are also seeing your transformational content. Right? And they are also seeing your educational content. You want to ask a question?
Yeah, that's fine. So you said you should bring in fun content. And you know, so many people say if you are doing this, you shouldn't be doing something fun. That is a
No,
serious.
it's just giving you just choosing those 3 niche, you understand? It's just giving the content that can resonate with people. So you just choose, like now, real estate, you know, see what we're doing funny, you're not doing skits now. So you can just choose the educational content on those 3.
Choosing what?
Those 3 that you mentioned now.
Yeah, it's transformation.
Let me answer. So when I say entertainment, it's not compulsorily fun. Lifestyle content is entertainment. I went out today to for an inspection in so property. Just on my way, so happened. I got to the location. I did not even know that this property is this nice. The ground is dry. this and that, blah blah blah. That's entertaining. You are not selling anything at that point.
You are
Point-
directly selling.
Indirectly, you not directly sell. You went to a party, you wore one nice gown, you took a picture and you posted it on your page. That is not transformational content. You are not transforming anybody with that. That is not educational content. You are not teaching them how to place. It is also an entertaining post. Do you understand?
Yes.
The fact that they can say, this guy, I see the drip. People want to see this.
So what if they are selling what they are wearing?
So if you are selling what you are wearing, that's what is allowed, right? But what I'm just trying to say is people need to see those kind of content on your page. So it's not all the time you just come and sit down in front of camera and say, yeah, I want to educate you. Or every time I want to say something valuable that will transform your life in this particular way. Just lifestyle content, POV content. You see all these POV content that people post. It is what entertaining content. So add a mix of it to your content style, right? So it's not just every time you come and say, land banking is this, Kinicon is this. People get tired. People get tired of your content.
You are feeding them by everything.
No, I don't hear land banking, I don't hear land banking. You don't do. Or you come and say, why you should buy property in Lekki? Most of the time, let me give you a gist, and I'm sure you people too know that have done it, we are all culprits. Most of the time when you are scrolling through a feed, if you see those kind of content, you keep scrolling. But if you just see one content, maybe like somebody we had rather do like this, or let me view. You see, once you view that content, you say, this content is nice. You now click his page. You now see some other content.
Yes.
So you now let us put into perspective. You know that this is how you think. A lot of people think that way. And you are now doing something that is against that, and you want to be successful. How? Most of the time, you want to think like a Shakespeare. Know the end from the beginning. You want to make a move that you know that will make the other person make a move that will commit the person to do the wrong thing, and then you can just take advantage of the situation. So if I know that if I post this kind of content, it will draw more people to me. Why should I not go and do more? Or why should I go and be stressing myself doing something different from that entirely? You understand? Most of the time, platforms also matter. The kind of content that will do well on Instagram might not do well on LinkedIn. The kind of content that will do well on LinkedIn might not do well on Instagram. You have to understand the environment. You see, this social media is a different world on its own. You see that many brands, they run from Twitter because Twitter is crazy.
It's a savage place.
The way they will hit your company, hit your brand, they will shoot it out. Do you get? So as we have said that, I mentioned this way earlier. I said you cannot sell to everybody. Everybody is not your market. If you are selling to everybody, you are talking to nobody. You understand? So you have carved your niche. This is the niche I want to represent. I want to be selling land banking. I want to sell land that they will get advantage of in the next 20 years. I want to sell premium properties. I want to sell luxury properties. I want to focus on just mainland. I want to focus on island. Create your content around that, right? And your content should do one of those things. Either transform them, educate them, or entertain them. Do you get? So I have one formula that I do use. And that formula is value, lifestyle, value, offer, value, offer. Right? So value is standing for transformational and informative content. Lifestyle is the entertaining content. So if I do a valuable educational content today, I want to do a lifestyle content the next week, right? If I do I'll do another value content the next week, either informative content or transformative content, and then I push my offer. Because you cannot just be educated and not tell them what you are saying. Land banking is this, land banking is that. You say land banking is this from January to December. You did not say, okay, this is even what I'm selling. So they will now get educated on your page and go and buy from someone else. Do you get? So as you are educating them, as you are giving them those valuable content, sell to them as well. What we are just saying is don't sell all the time. Let 80% of your content be value and then 20% sell. So once I give them value about land banking for a whole 3-4 days, I'll tell them, if you've been following my series on so, this is a good property that I have personally vetted, and I can guarantee and vouch for you that if you invest in this property in the next 10 years, this is what you can get out of it. You see, everything that Abel was talking about when he was explaining those products, those strategies, I bet you, if you are someone who is insightful, he has given you content for 2-3 months already. Just one of those strategies, you will break it down. Because people don't even need long content like that. You get? Only few people are able to do well with long content. Because the attention span is very short. If you are somebody who does YouTube, you would notice, or you would know, because I do YouTube SEO too for some clients, you would know that shorts is what brings most of the views for them. You see 10K views, 20K views, they are shorts. They are long form videos. It's giving them maybe like 1K views, 800 views. So the strategy the strategy is do a lot of short content to bring you more subscribers for you, and do long content so that you can increase your watch hour. Do you get? But most of the new guys that will be seeing your content is the shorts that will be bringing them. Do you get? Yeah. So moving on to the next thing, right? I said your followers need to know that you are alive, that you are not a robot, right? So when you come and you drop your own valuable content, or you drop your own profile, those prospects that you want to sell to, go and engage with their content. Like it, draw valuable insight. There's somebody that I know, you want a low group like that. There's nothing that you want to say that you cannot find value in it and attach it back to whatever it is you're doing. Let's say the person is talking about investments now and saying maybe like crypto don't crash, or crypto is good, blah blah blah. You shall find a way to answer that question or contribute to it and now attach it to whatever it is he's doing. He's not doing it so that you will say come and buy. He's doing it just that you know that this is what I do. And if you are somebody that engages most of the 80% of the time, all of us will do it. Once you post and you see somebody comment on your post, somebody comment, you are reading the comments. So those people that you want to sell to, look for them. I'm very sure that we have all carved our niche, right? We are not talking to one-on-one people. You carve your niche, you have your audience that you talk to. You know how to look for those audience. Let me give you guys one example. Yeah. You see, most of these tech content creators, they are making money. Especially those guys on YouTube. You can look for them on YouTube, get their names, look for them on their Instagram, or probably if they are Instagram content creators. Follow their content, add valuable insights to their content, comment on their post. Now DM. You don't DM first, you build rapport with them. You get? Build a relationship with them, and then now start DMing. Now drop it there. If you have been interacting with their post for let's say 2-3 weeks, you will be dropping valuable comments. They know you. I bet you. Yeah? They know you. So if you drop a DM, you are not a stranger. But the wrong approach is sending DMs, and not finding a way to rapport with them. What is selling is a social activity. It's a give and take. If you have not done the give and take, there's something Gary Vaynerchuk, what's his name? Vaynerchuk, what's this guy's name? That wrote jab. He said jab, give, right? So you want to build a rapport with them. People are buying properties, but they are buying properties from people who they want to know, they like, and they trust. So I said engage with people's posts. So if we are practical now, I want to make sales on Instagram. I've created valuable content. My prospects, I've been liking their content, I've been dropping comments. I want to do at least 10 of that, at least engage with 10 contents every day for people that you want to sell to, at least 10, right? So have a number, have a target in your mind that if I've not hit this number, I must stop. Every day I want to at least like and comment on 10 posts. Do you know what this will do for you? Apart from the fact that you become, people start seeing you. Because most of those people that you are dropping comments, other people too are dropping comments in their posts. They are seeing your posts. They see that this guy gets sense. Do you understand? This lady has sense. Apart from that, the algorithm is also seeing that you are spending time on the app. It will now start pushing your own post as well to more people. Do you get? So these are also the advantage you get from what? Engaging in those activities. But I want you to set a target in your mind that I want to engage with at least 10 contents. I want to engage with, comment on at least 10 posts every day, right? So the next one is the one that a lot of us dread. Direct message, right? You've been posting. How many people has DM you? You've been posting on WhatsApp. How many people has DM you on your WhatsApp? Not until you actually put yourself out there and send them a message. There's this guy in Shark Tank. I was listening to one podcast. He was doing interview. This guy that said the person wearing the one that bought the whole community. I said the person wearing the top.
What was that name again?
His name skipped my mind now. So what he was just saying is the reason why a lot of people do not sell is because they are scared of rejection. They are scared of people telling them no. Say, oh, see, if you want to be successful in this life, if I was using this project, I would have shown you. I run an advertising agency. I have my own brand. And at least when I was still doing Instagram DM, like I was using it as my way of prospecting, I could do at least 30 DMs in a day. And these guys are not Nigerians, because I'm not targeting Nigerians. These guys are not, I could do 30. And after that 30, I could get just one person to agree to do everything with me. Because in my copy, I have put it in a way that you probably, if you are ready, you get on the meeting. Do you understand? The next phase is to up on the meeting with me. So you need to do it. You can be posting. These people do not even see you. They are not even getting a whip of your post. You are having just 2 likes, 3 likes on your content, and you are sure that these people are saying you. Even the Facebook algorithm will even show you the number of views. Right? So if you want to actually make this sale, right? You actually want to close this, you need to get into people's DM, either on Instagram or WhatsApp. Though that your uncle, when you think, say, in the video status, in the video my status, one day you message me, oh, if you know message you in the next 10 years. Yes. You need to now message him and say, uncle, I don't know if you have been seeing my status, but I didn't say real estate now. Hey, I've been seeing your status. I want to that property. But you need to actually get into that game. Now, I want to put another plus. I'm making this very practical so that when you leave here, you can go and engage it, right? Don't just out of the blue message somebody and say, come and buy. One of the tactics I do use, right, is if the person posts a status, funny stuff, I can just from there enter. What is the phone, blah, 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 and then start asking, discussing, and all of those things. Build the conversation first. Selling again and again is a social activity. People buy from people they have a relationship with, they are friends with, and people that they trust. So you need to build that rapport with people for you to get access. Do you get? So let's say somebody now, you've not been chatting with the person for like a year, 2 years, and then you now enter that person's DM and say, okay, I'm selling real estate. Because it's either you just see, he does not reply, or he just moves away. Or sometimes you even show somebody yourself. If the person is not somebody that you really do, right? So you need to build a rapport. One of the tactics you can also use is compliment and ask questions. That way, discussion will go die. You understand? Find something to compliment about them, and then ask them, okay, Baba, I see your dream makes sense. So what are you into now? What do you do now? Try to catch up. If he tells you what he does, like how more, that's mad, now they chop money now. So how has it been going now? You don't hear that I'm saying that they chop money, and you can't stay ask how is it going? Or where are you based? Or what is the work like? Just find a way to continue the conversation. That's an easy way to do it. Compliment and ask questions. Compliment and ask questions, right? So you want to build that rapport consistently. So let us dial back a bit. We want to get result from this. We want to engage in social setting. First, what platform do you want to establish yourself? What will determine that platform you want to establish yourself? Is the target audience you're looking to meet, the people you're looking to attract. I believe a girl that wants to sell, that is now joining student forum, that is posting the student forum, that person is not correct. He has not decided what he wants to do. Because is it those students that want to pay for what you have said? You understand? You need to choose the right platform. Before, we used to, real estate guys, we used to sideline TikTok because we believe it is some serious people. Yeah. But now it is changing. You understand? Times are changing. A lot of, even Mama 40, Mama 50 now, she's hooked on TikTok. Once she opens her phone, bam, she's pressing TikTok. Once she's schooling and she will be there for hours. If you want to press back, TikTok will stay at you. Are you sure you want to leave? Are you sure you want to leave? They put another line of context that you are interested in. It's not guessing. The algorithm is mad. Content that you're interested in. So, first, where are my target audience? What do I want to sell to them? Now, we are selling Harmony Use. It's not for you to go and sell Harmony Use as Harmony Use. Sell Harmony Use as a solution to a problem. If you are sending an offer to me, I don't just want you to tell me that you are selling a land. I want you to position that as a unique offer. So it's different from how you will sell it to me. How you will sell it to me, it should be different. You should create your own unique message. You're a salesperson. You should develop yourself in doing this. Do you get? Don't go and carry general this thing that everyone post in the auto group and go and be sending it around. No. Sit down, craft your own copy. That if I send this to somebody's DM, will they find it valuable? And once you send this message, add a call to action to it. Probably ask for a meeting, ask for a call, ask for something that would make that discussion continue from there. You cannot just send Harmonies as Harmonies and just send it here like that. They will not do, if they even really do, they will not take any action. You get? So you've carved the audience, the platform you want to go to. You know the kind of properties you want to sell. Now you have created the offer. You've created the offer, you kept it. The valuable content that you want to create, to be pushing that offer to them. You are crafting it. ChatGPT is very, very good. I bet you. Very, very good. Just tell ChatGPT that I want short content, blah, 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 30 content. As it's giving you can now modify it. Currently, I'm doing a content challenge with a friend. She is my accountability partner. I've not been posting on LinkedIn for a while because I've been exhausted with work and all of that. I was like, I need to put that myself and start posting. So I've been posting consistently. If you go to LinkedIn, just search for Moses Adwani, right? I'll pop up. My name, you guys say they ran for that name. There are a lot of Moses Adwani, but most of the time when you search for that name, I'll be either one of the three results that first come out. You can see the kind of posts that I'm posting. If you read those posts, it does not seem like I'm selling to them. It does not even seem like I'm just educating them. The strategy I'm using, let me just see. So most of my content that I'm posting currently are content that is answering a question that they would have in their mind. And I'm telling them how I also did it for them. Do you get? So I'm talking about the kind of content that you should post so that people engage. And I tell you that there was a client that I worked with that most of their content was just about buy, come on, buy. And I told you how I was able to transform their content generation, how I changed their content for them, how their sales or their inquiries now increased after using the content that I used. If you are somebody that is interested, somebody that will do content for you, you want to see the message. Why? Because this is the problem you are facing. And I've also showed you how I did it for somebody and the result that it got for them. So I want you to think in this direction as a solution provider. You will get to a point in your career that nobody will beg you to come by. People will come by, they will beg you and buy for you, right? So I have said a lot, right? But I believe that out of the little that I've said, at least you've gotten something from it, right? Don't forget, you go for social services to generate leads, acquire new customer, and increase what the buyer, because let them buy more from you. A person, someone that has bought one can buy more, right? So don't say that after they bought from you, you just leave them, you know them. You start engaging with them again. So to wrap up, what is the most valuable thing to a salesperson?
Profit.
Profit. What's the most valuable thing to a salesperson? No, just one. The most has put the most.
Okay, to make sales actually.
That's good. The most valuable thing to a salesperson is to make sense. If you are a salesperson and you're not making sense, are you making sense? So, if you are a realtor, and we have established that a realtor is a salesperson selling real estate, right? And you are not making sense. So, brother and my sister, you know the answer. So, that is the end of my own tete attempts for today.
Thank you, sir.
Let's a round of applause again for Mr. Moses. Thank you so much for that powerful session. We really appreciate it. We would like to take one or two questions before we move on to the next session. Now, I want to believe that we've been getting value and we've been really learning something from today's session, because the essence of us having it here physically is that we get to interact, we get to share our burdens, we get to share strategies that you've been deploying that's not working, and then also get suggestions of what will likely work for you, not even likely, what has worked for other persons that you also can deploy that will work for you. So I don't know if we have any questions. We can take those questions before we take our next facilitator for today, which is our managing director of general managing director GMD for Phipps Multilinks Limited. I'd like for us to take some questions. Let's have some questions, at least from what our facilitator has said, Mr. Moses. I know we have some questions. There are some things that you feel like you've been doing that has not really been giving you results, and you want clarity on how to go about them. I'd like for us to take those questions, at least one or two, before we proceed. Let's ask questions. Any questions, Bright? Eniola, any questions? No question. Okay, so I would like to ask a question now. our facilitator was talking about social selling, and one of the ways he actually said we can go about that is by interacting with a set number of persons that we've identified that can be categorized into the sector or the segments that we feel those persons can get what we are selling. So he even also used the 80-20 rule that you should give more and then sell less. You understand? So now, when you want to, on the part of social selling, and then we're talking about sending Instagram DMs for an individual that wants to start out, what is the best means to go about it? I'm asking, okay, your experience also at least a year. So I'm asking the question now. Let's hear from your own. Let's hear from your own perspective. The question is, our facilitator was talking about social selling, and one of the strategies was to use DMs, like go straight into the DMs of people you feel has the capacity to buy what you're selling. So for you, what has actually been working for you when it comes to that part? So share with us so other persons too can learn.
Though when I start my own real estate journey, I usually approach people. I start from my friend.
Okay.
Some they won't take me serious. No.
Can it be audible because we have people online that are still
okay. Yeah. Some they won't take me serious. Yeah. Then when I start thinking the idea, they come and
say.
So me, I now develop my own business. People I know they can buy from. And I start posting property of myself. So some different association I joined, and I always say my brand, this thing. So from there, I started generating a small.
Okay, so the question now is, what exactly did you send to them? So probably the first or the second time.
And I introduce some property I have and how the property is going to solve problem of housing, or maybe they are buying to sell return of investments and property.
Will get.
So some people will say that okay, let's say for inspection, we shall do for inspection. After we go for the inspection, some people get back to us, maybe in a positive way or negative.
Yeah.
I know that we get a reply. It's better from just disappear like that without getting any. So that at the end of the day, you know how you are going to work on
the best.
So that is.
Any other feedback? Any other answer? Daniel?
So I think when you're going through and you're reaching out to someone who you feel have the capacity to get into business with you.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to pick their interest with what you're selling. Like one was saying, you're giving them the benefits, like he rightly said, telling them what they can be able to get from this property.
Yeah.
So I believe the best way to go about it is actually giving them a storyline, like what has happened before. Let's say I'm selling a property and I'm looking at someone who's looking for a return on investment, or looking at just getting money out of it, and the person is not looking maybe for a long-term or so investment. So the best thing is to show them the historical record of what you're selling to them, so that they can be able to understand where you're coming from, why this property or why this investment makes sense, and why they should key into it. So I think that's one aspect you can come from.
Okay, thank you so much for that input. That was very in-depth. So something he said that actually stood out for me. He said, look for a way to align what you're selling to what the client is going to be benefiting from. Same thing he also said. So he said when it goes into their DM, it tells them about what is going to be getting, like the ROI that is going to be getting from that sale. So that's actually very in-depth one, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for following through with all of these inputs and things like that. So after now, we're also going to be talking about the Goldmark residence. We'll be going there to see the project live for you to also have hands-on experience about the property. So without any further ado, I'd like for us to welcome our next facilitator. Favor, please can you help me get him started? So our next facilitator for today is our General Managing Director. I'm supposed to even stand by doing this introduction. I'd like for him to be here first before we run up the introduction. A few minutes while we wait for him. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Welcome, sir. I'll comment.
Should I send you the slide or?
No, we'll comment it after. Okay. Yeah, so we have our General Managing Director here, Mr. Olaide Lawal. He is a seasoned real estate investor with proven track record of successfully navigating the real estate sector. And he is an engineer, economist by training, with a creative combination of technical expertise on economy and economic acumen to deliver exceptional projects. He is a serial entrepreneur and also an alumnus of the Lagos Business School. Mr. Olaide Lawal leverages diverse skill set and extensive knowledge to drive innovation and growth in the real estate sector. With a clapping ovation once again, let's welcome Mr. Olaide.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone. I've been following up on the events on YouTube. I can see that we've been having quite some quality time and quality sections all along. Sorry, there's something missing. Can you get my bag? Okay. There's something missing. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Abraham.
Sir.
I don't know. My system seems not to be connecting. Maybe we should
Okay,
just, maybe I should just forward the slide to you and you can project from your system. You have your WhatsApp then?
Yes.
Can you just say hi?
I just need to flash.
Okay. It's all now. Okay, yes, so we're good to go. Sorry for the instructions. Once again, good afternoon to everybody. Sorry, what's the name?
Right.
Bright. Okay, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
So what's the name? Eniola. It's good to have you. It's good to have every one of you here, and it's always a pleasure when I have the opportunity to speak to like-minded people like me. I've been given the responsibility by our rector manager to speak to you. What happened again?
I think when you got your phone.
Oh, really? Oh, so my phone is actually affecting me. Sorry. Okay, so I've been charged with the responsibility to speak about building momentum and discovering opportunities for growth in the second half of 2025. I'll first of all start by saying that it is never too late to begin a new thing. In as much as we may think that time has gone, my people have an adage. They say the sun outside is still enough to dry your clothes. I mean, so I think the greatest risk or the greatest danger is not starting at all. They say it is better to start and fail, but it is better to do and fail than to not do at all. So in as much as your first quarter, second quarter may not have given you the desired result or the desired outcome that you wish for, it doesn't mean that that is the end. We are all football lovers here, I'm sure. Abi, a game can turn around at any time. Just like the way I was wishing that PSG would come back. You know, I was wishing they would come back from that disastrous shame they encountered in the hands of Chelsea. Because I know what my ears and my eyes will see from Chelsea fans if Chelsea won. So I wanted PSG to come back. Unfortunately, they disappointed us. But the truth of the matter is that we've seen a lot of games where there have been a lot of comebacks. Man U had one very crazy comeback last season. I mean, that nobody expected. I think it was in the Europa League. Yeah. So Arsenal had a very crazy comeback too. Like a lot of teams had comebacks. The point is that as long as the referee has not blown the whistle for the final game, anything can still happen. And that's just the same way it is for us too, also in the world and in business and whatever we do. Sometimes things may not come out the way you have planned or you have structured it, but it doesn't mean that there is still nothing or there's still nothing that can be done to change it. And I think that's the reason why, as a forward-thinking organization or as a forward-thinking institution, now I'm referring to Fifth Realtor Network, they felt like, okay, it's important to teach our realtors that there's still enough time or there's still enough opportunity for things to change and be better in the course of the year as we try to move forward and project forward. I think I might still have to send this thing to you last at the end of the day, but I don't know why he's doing like someone that has shiko on the edge.
Just put it in
The flash.
But you won't be able to change. You won't be able to change it.
Maybe I will be changing it now.
For flash.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
No, we'll be changing. We'll be changing this slide now.
Oh, okay. I don't want them to put the flash.
No. Building momentum. Are you saying it?
Yes.
Okay. So it is important for us to understand that we still have enough time to change the direction in which things are going for us. Our wish and our desire is that at the end of the year, everybody should be able to sit back and count how much success they have been able to achieve real estate-wise. So I'm just going to be taking my time, a little bit of time today to talk to us on some of the opportunities that that abound and that are still awaiting for us before the end of the year. Okay, so thank you. I think I'll just take it from here. All right. So if I may ask before we go too far, right?
Yes, sir.
What have you done so far? First half. Do you have any success story you can share with us so far? It doesn't have to be that you sold 200 million. No. Anything is a success story, even if it is beginning something.
Yeah, so far in the long run of this year, the one we've passed, of this
The first half, yeah.
First half of the past.
First half of the year.
I got 3 clients for address room.
Okay.
Still paying instruments.
Installment. Well, of course, that's success. If they are on installment, that means it's already a closed deal because the person have already paid. So wow. So 3 clients. Wow, that's fantastic. How about Inela?
Yes, thank God. Able to sold like five houses.
House or not land? Though?
Yes.
With which company?
Serious.
Xylox.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Is it at their Lekki Pride? Which one? Lekki Bank. Wow, that's fantastic. Please let's celebrate. 5 houses is not close. Was it for one person or? Okay, what's about the 5? Oh wow, that's fantastic. That's I think that's a good success story for a half of the year. You understand? That's a good success story for a half of the year. So what it means is that we have something that we are building on. That's why we say building momentum. Typically, momentum is just a big English word. It's just a big English word, but what it actually means is, if I can use a layman's language, is typically gaining more speed. You understand? If you're driving a car, for those of you who drive a car, and you see like a truck in front of you that you want to overtake, of course, obviously, you have to build up momentum for you to overtake that truck. You have to increase from the level of speed you are to a more higher speed, because you know that overtaking the truck is something you should do as quickly as possible and then balance back on whatever lane that you have decided to settle on. If you are the kind of person that drives manual vehicle, unlike now that automatic has spoiled everybody, automatic changes gear for you by itself. But if you were doing a manual, let's assume you were on probably gear 4 when you approach the truck, and in order for you to gain speed, you have to downshift first, which is go down to 3 first, for you to be able to gain more speed to do that overtaking. So that's typically what momentum is. Momentum is just gaining more speed, putting more force, more energy into achieving something that you want to achieve. So it means that if you were going on 30 mph miles per hour, building momentum basically means increasing from 30 to maybe 40 to 50, with added substances that are also going to help cushion you achieving that goal or that desired expectation that you want to achieve. So that's typically what building momentum means. And in order for us to build momentum, sometimes building momentum just requires information. Are you getting my point? Because if you don't have the information, there's nothing you're building on. Someone who doesn't know how to drive would not know that he needs to downshift in order to make that overtaking. If you're on the same speed and then you're trying to overtake, the vehicle will be going very slow. And then you wonder why you cannot make the overtaking in time enough before another oncoming vehicle gets to you. I don't know if you get my point. So building momentum requires information. Because if you don't know something, that's why they call it ignorance. Ignorance is not an insultive word. If you look at the word very well, ignore. You understand? The key word there is ignore. What does it mean to ignore? Ignore. Because you don't know it, you didn't pay attention to it. And that puts you in a place of disinformation. I get my point. It puts you in a place of disinformation. So to build momentum, you require information, and that information is what I have brought for us today. So just a quick introduction. Building momentum in your real estate business is all about having the proper perspective. What is perspective? Line of vision, line of sight. Exactly. Having the right perspective, seeing things the way they are meant to be seen. When we were in primary school, they taught us about perspective. They taught us about perspective, and they used an example. Have you noticed that when you are traveling on a long distance, maybe you're going to Bayelsa, when you're on a very straight road, if you look afar off on the road, it will look as if there is water, a mirage of water gathered on the road. But as you approach it and you get closer, you won't see anything. So that was what they used in teaching us perspective. That it just depends on the line or direction in which you are looking from. You get? Sometimes if you use this Benin, not this Benin, or there's one particular road, I think I've forgotten the road, where two mountains are very close together like this. And if you're looking at it from afar, it looks as if they are joined together, and you'll be wondering, this road that we're driving on, where will the road now pass? Are we going to break through the mountain? But the more you get closer to the mountain, you realize that there's actually a path and the mountains are separate. So perspective is all about your line of sight, how you see things. So having the proper perspective that will set you up for successful upward scaling. Because building momentum is going upwards. It's going upwards. You're progressing. You need a mental framework that will support you at your lower points. Because if negativity is allowed to run rampant, it will be much harder to get out of a slump. When you don't achieve, or you've not achieved, maybe let's say Bright had a target of 20 before the first half and he only did 3. If Bright is not having the right perspective and the right mindset, Bright can get discouraged and say, I beg, this relentless thing is not for me. I beg, I'm not doing again. You understand? So your ability to have the right perspective, have the right positive mindset is what will help you to build that momentum that is required for you to still achieve more as the year progresses. The first aspect of building momentum for your business is what? Having a positive mindset that focuses on what you can change as opposed to what you can't. So what I'm trying to make us see with my introduction is basically preparing your mind that to achieve that desired goal, that success that you have in your mind, you need to first of all prepare for it. See it. Nothing happens without a vision. I get my point. You need to see it first. Nothing happens without a vision. Let me go Christian a little bit, even though I'm not a pastor. You understand? Even though I'm not a pastor, let me go Christian a bit. Do you know that sometimes when you pray to God and say, God, I need this, I need that, one of the reasons why those things look as if it's not happening or it's not coming forward, because deep down in your own mind, or for yourself as well, you have not really seen that thing as a major expectation in your heart or in your mind. Because the word itself, if you look at the word itself, it's called provision. For there to be provision, there has to be a vision. So a vision precedes the provision. So there has to be something you are visioning for God to provide for it. You get? So you must have a positive mindset. That positive mindset is that it is still achievable. Irrespective of the time I may have lost, it is still achievable. So for you to gain momentum, for you to build momentum, the first thing you need is having that positive mindset that it is possible. If you know that it is possible and you believe that it is possible, then it will be possible. Because every other things will align to ensure that what you believe comes to pass. And sometimes success is very relative. Let me tell you something. You may have the goal and the expectation to bring in revenue of 200 million in 2025. The fact that you brought in only 150 million does not mean you were not successful. I get my point. It doesn't mean you were not successful. It is only when you are on zero that you can say, oh, I didn't achieve anything. But the fact that you put plans in place, you put strategies in place, and these plans and these strategies were supposed to bring you 200 million, but at the end of the day, you were able to do 150 million, it means the strategy worked. You understand? What just happened to you is that that strategy needed more time for the total fruition that is required, which becomes a challenge for you. When I mean a challenge, I'm not meaning a bad challenge, I mean something to motivate you for a better. I get my point. So having the right mindset is very key if you must build momentum. Now let's go into the major thing for the year. Okay, so we have seen my talk is not out of, I'm speaking from actual facts in our real estate economy, especially. So it's something that we are going to be more interactive about. What are the media advantages that we have seen or that we have so far? We are at the midpoint of 2025, a critical time to assess, realign, and accelerate. At every point in time, you have to do those three things. Even Christians, they have a song, they say, count your blessings, name them one by one. There has to be a time where you have to what? Assess. Look at what you have done so far. Okay, I laid down a plan, I laid down a strategy at the beginning of this year, and this is the half of the year. It is always good for you to go back to that plan and that strategy and look at, you assess it. You understand? You realign it if needs be. If the strategy is not yet giving you what you want, and you believe in that strategy that strategy can give you, you now look at, okay, what do I need to add to it to make it work? I am into real estate. My business is to sell land, sell properties, make people homeowners, and bring joy for people. Turn sad moments to happy moments. You know. So now, first of all, I have a goal. I have a target. My goal is 200 million. There are people in this Lagos who are doing 1 billion. It's now for you to assess, okay, why are they able to do 1 billion? What do I need to do to get to that level of 1 billion? You stay in the parlor or watch, because what I rented was a 1-bedroom. It's more comfortable in a very good location in Abuja, the Katampe extension. They call it diplomatic zone. So it has become an important part of our industry. There is a high increased demand for mid-tier housing and shoplets. 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom. What they want is, do you have 1 bedroom? Do you have 2, 3-bedroom? And even aside from that, because of the demography of people in Lagos, because you also have to look at the state, the industry, the economy you are in. Because of the demography, how many people are renting duplexes? Except people that want to just show off for a very big family. Because the average rent of a duplex now in Lagos, let's even use places like Shangotedo, Ajah, Axis, it's 6 million. If you're talking about Lekki, we're already hitting 15, 20 million. I get my point. So what are people really looking for? People are looking for 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, self-con apartment. So if you are going to make money in this Lagos, mixed-use development is what you need. Condos, apartments, not duplexes and all of that. You get. And then what have we seen so far? We have seen the rise of virtual showings and digital transactions. Now, why is this happening? Why is this happening?
The target of the diaspora.
God bless you. Be upfront. I didn't be making my own already. Because that was the strategy that Oxford was using back then that made them to get a lot of customers. Now, where is the Oxford today? They have been shut down. The company no longer exists. And Oxford is also almost as big as P1 too. That time they're running the P1 structure. Eh? Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's create investment pool. Keep 10%. Because in this business, if you're greedy, you know it. If you're greedy, you know it. You have to be able to. Is Yoruba say now money that they use find money. I get my point. It's like kalo. You have to put to get back. That's why I always encourage you, because when you sell, your commission is not all for eating. You share it. There's a percentage that goes back into your marketing, your advertising, and all that. Influencers, they have people in their network that you can leverage on. Number 3, invest in personal branding. If you don't have personal branding, then you have not begun the business. As a realtor, people must know you for something. I get my point. People must know you for something. Is that the inverter shouting? People must know you for something. They must know you for something. Make yourself the go-to expert in your space. Is it Bright Homes? Is it Brightino Homes? Brightino Properties? Create a brand for yourself. People should know you. Are you getting my point? You cannot be into real estate and not have a brand. You yourself as a person, you are a brand. You're a brand like this as a person. When people see you, they know that, oh, this is. That's why I like the Ramos of Lagos. Is his name he used, Ramos of Lagos. Are you getting my point? At a point, a lot of people didn't know her as Bridget, but I think she understood the importance of personal branding. That's why she started bringing herself out as Bridget. Because normally, what people call her is Lekki Ajayi. The other girl to Eden Oasis, Confidence. She had to also make her personal self. So you must create a brand for yourself. Number 3, number 4. This one we cannot talk about this enough. You have to know how to use CRM and tech tools to make your work easy. It's not until you work with a company that you know what the importance of CRM tools are. As long as you are a realtor, you are typically a company on your own. So having a CRM tool to do your work is I think is the least you can do. That's why we have some that are free, like HubSpot and Co. And if you want to make life easy for yourself, you pay premium. Because if something is bringing money for you, why not pay for it? Abi, as a realtor, don't you pay to put property on NPC? Don't you pay to put property on GG? So if you will pay to use a tool that will help you to be able to follow up on client and prospects, that will be able to track your follow up, your conversations, your phone calls, your emails, and all that, why not? And if you don't want to use HubSpot, there's Google Suite, there's so many other all these things that you can use that is just some little dollars you will pay on a monthly subscription. And sometimes you may not even be paying all the subscription all the time. Probably you just pay for whenever you need to use it. I get my point. So invest in tech tools. Invest in tech tools. As a realtor, you may not start with a big phone, but as you keep making money, you have to go for something that will help you get good captures, good videos. If you feel like getting a drone will make your work better, why not buy it? You may be renting for some time, but anything that you know will help your work better, buy. Have it. Microphone to make your voice clearer when you're talking. All those things are important. Invest in tools that will help in marketing. Automate your follow-ups. When you automate your follow-up, it makes your life easy. Because one thing that would always make your customers to think of you is when you are constantly in their face. In their face does not mean bugging them and disturbing them, but leaving a footprint in their life regularly. So when you have tools like email marketing tools like Brevo, like MailChimp, you can easily program newsletters to go to them at intervals, maybe once a week. They get to hear from you. They know that, okay, this guy is existing. Even this information of, the Nigerian Lagos market made $13.5 million in December is an information you should share with them for them to see potentials if they are investing in the industry. Property listing sites, which we already know, NPC, Property Pro, give me a few, GG, and all of that. Those things are necessary evil. Whether they are collecting money, yes, but you need them. Do you know why you need them? So that when people search about your property, it's coming up on the top. But those guys are spending a lot of money on SEOs. They've helped you to spend money on SEO. I get my point. You now, as a person now, if they search your name now, will it come out in the first 10 search on Google? Because you're not risky. I get my point. Because for you to come out as the first 10 search, it means that there's a lot of search about you. But nobody knows us. Nobody knows me. If you search my name, I don't even think you'll see me on the first page. Yes.
As in your name?
Yes. I don't think you'll see me on the first 20.
Okay, sir.
I get my point. But those platforms, they are doing SEO generally, regularly. If you search for Goldmark now, our own website as FIPS may not come up as the first 5. But what will come up as the first 5? GG will come up.
NPC.
Property Pro will come up. NPC will come up. All those things will come up because they have invested in search engine optimization. So that's why you need your property on those sites. It helps people to see it faster. It helps people to see you faster. The only reason why you will search me and you will see me quicker is if I've committed a crime before. Or maybe there's a scandal about me and I've trended on Nairaland or trended on all these places. And that's when you get to see me.
No, GPT will even write about from pick your profile from there.
Because I don't have Wikipedia. I don't have Wikipedia. Maybe I have to go and do Wikipedia. So at least I'll be somebody too. So we have to look for lead generation tools, which we already know, IG, LinkedIn, all these places where you can get lead generation. Somebody called me today. She what they call it? She could call me from LinkedIn. Say she got my number on LinkedIn. I don't even know I have number on LinkedIn.
You should be your bio.
My bio. Did I even put number on LinkedIn?
Most people put their numbers in their bio.
And it's a girl. Oh. I thought she wanted to toast me. Called me. Say she got my listing from LinkedIn. Blah 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 this and that. So there are tons of places where you can generate leads from. This we are talking about diaspora market. Look for them. You can generate leads on Facebook. There are a lot of groups for all these people that you can join. You know, so there are tons of tools that can aid your marketing online. Number 5, which is the final strategy for you as creators, is upskill. Constantly upskill. What does it mean to upskill? Upgrade. Upgrade means research, learn, train, learn new things. What are realtors using now that I'm not already using? What strategy? You can learn it online. I get my point. What are people now? What is the new thing that people are using that I've not started using? Go attend real estate webinars, sales training, digital marketing classes. Attend them. Network. Meet with people. Am I almost out? Okay. So I have to run. So these strategies are what you as a you are going to build momentum. Mistakes to avoid. Don't let things slow you down. What are the mistakes you need to avoid? Number 1, relying only on offline marketing. A lot of us are too traditional. We are too traditional. Yes, we know that word of mouth can never be out of vogue. But in 2025, in 2020, nobody let all of you on me. Well, man lost of them. That's the truth. You understand? So that it becomes a habit. Hold yourself accountable or find an accountability partner. If you cannot hold yourself accountable, Phipps Realtor Network will hold you accountable. That's why you need them. When the sales are not coming, what is happening? They will call you. They will check on you. Okay, let's do this way, let's do this way. So hold yourself accountable. Accountability is very important. That is what our leaders lack in our country today. If you can stay accountable, you achieve greater success. My closing thoughts. Your best deals are ahead of you. Number 1, real estate rewards what? Persistence. You have to stay persistent. A lot of people came into real estate. A lot of people here, there's money in real estate. They jump in. They didn't see money in the first 6 months. That you stayed, that you made money. Do you know that another year is coming that you may not even make? It's like that. It's a scale. Every no is a step closer to a yes.